All right, welcome to the channel. So let's quickly look at gold. So we have gold on the daily time frame at the moment. So this is a very strong downward push for a couple of days. So currently, if you're looking for a buying opportunity, gold is looking to buy going into the Asian session. So if we look here, this looks like a classic retest that is coming on gold. We might not get to this retest, but that is the idea if you're looking for a setup right now. But I don't like trading in the Asian time frame. So I will not look to take this setup. But just so you know, this is a good potential trade. So this is how you want to play it. There's currently a liquidity zone right here. So because of that, gold could look to switch up here right now and start dropping from here. So that is the first selling potential you need to keep an eye on. Drop down here right now, and that could give us, so this is the zone we should be looking at. So between 18, 17 and 1817 and 1816, right? So anything above here, I'll be looking to buy gold, right? So that's what you should be looking at for a potential buy from here. But as I said at the beginning, if you look at the daily time frame, the momentum of the market is still bearish. But this, if we break above here, this will be a very short trade. But just so you are interested or you're wondering why the market might be pushing up, that is why the market might be pushing up. But if we reject this zone, we are going all the way down here, and this would be a potential of reject in this zone. That will be about 230 pips. So keep an eye on that. But if that happens, this is where you would want to take your first take profit from, because price has if we don't get a continuous momentum push to the downside, price would reject at this zone here. So first TP here, that would be 140 pips, and then second TP would be 230, 34, 35-ish. All right. So I'll only look to buy above the zone here, above 1780. That's where you look to buy here. So that was a 30 minutes time frame. I normally don't look at anything below the 1 hour time frame, but just to look at the potential price pushing up. So this looks kind of legit, but I wouldn't look to take any buy until we break above here. So break above here, we'll be looking to take a buy here. First TP will be targeting 60 pips. Now let's look at the ultimate trade. So that is what we are looking at. We could start selling from this level here on the 4 hour time frame down to give us the 235 pips as we mentioned, but this is what would be a really good trade. So here on the 4 hour time frame, as I've mentioned earlier, the daily time frame is still bearish, and we have this retest here on the 4 hour time frame. So price came here, created this rejection here, right? Price broke through this level here, confirming more bearish pushes, and we did a micro break of structure here. So now our focus is going to be in this zone here. Our best trade would be price pushing up for that initial 60 pips, and then best case scenario, we're looking at about 100 pip push into the zone, and then from there we'll be looking at a selling opportunity from the zone down So something of this sort, push, and then tank. If this happens, we'll be going way lower. We'll be going way lower than the level that we highlighted. The least level that we'll be targeting here would be the wick fill. So price coming to wick fill here. If we get that push to the upside, about 100 pips, but remember what we looked at it before we started the analysis. We could reject from the current zone we are in down to 230 pips. If we break above that zone, we are looking to push up to about 60 pips. But if price goes above that level, we'll be potentially looking at that rate test and a rejection of this level to give us a potential double top. If that happened, that push that we talked about would no more be 40 pips, but we'll be looking at 160 pips push to the upside. And then from there, we'll be looking to short from here for 400 pips. So a break above here would be so good because we could get about 170 pips to the upside and then 400 pips to the downside, which will give us about my mass 570 pips there about. So let's keep an eye on this price point and monitor what price do. And if you would want to take a buy here on the 15 minutes time frame as highlighted, you're looking for a break above 1870, and then you take the buy. First TP 60 pips, second TP would be around 1833 for 165 pips, and then from there we'll be looking to short from here all the way down to 400 pips, where we could take first TP here, second TP here, and then third TP all the way to the wick. So that's what I currently see on gold until any new market condition changes. So first of all, don't start buying from here until price breaks about 18, 17, and then you could look to buy to this level because we could reject from this current liquidity going down here. All right. So if you've not subscribed, like, subscribe, and share, and let's vibe.